question number 2, you were asked to factor completely x to the 4th plus 6x squared minus 7. Remember I did this little trick? Class, what's half of 4? 2. If you look at the previous problem, half of 2 is 1. Why do I point that out to you is that this is factorable by using the x box. Why is that important to you? Because when you actually multiply it out, x times x gives you x squared, and then the inside terms, 3x and 3x will add up to be 6x. Not that I can trick you, but I can make that number a 3, and then some of you will go through the motions of using x box, and you'll think you'll get an answer, but you can't. I'm going to show you guys 2 ways of solving this problem. I'm going to do x box method, and then I'll also show you something called the quadratic-like way. Class, what's your a times c? -7. Your b value? Partner A, tell partner B the 2 numbers. Cindy, your 2 numbers. These multiply to be -7, and these add to be +6. Okay, now, what the red here has done is that it's split this middle term. So now, when I do mine, I'm going to have 7x squared -1x squared. These red will always go in these positions in the box. My first term will always go on the top, and the last term always goes in the bottom right. Class, let's take out the common factor. What's the common factor of this row? Common factor? It's kind of weird. Common factor. -1. And common factor. Right, you can always multiply. Joseph, go ahead and multiply for us. X squared times x squared. -1 times x squared. X squared times 7. Positive, right?
Yeah.
And then -1 times 7. -7. When I look at my answers, Alexis, what would I write as my binomials? Partner A, tell partner B why we're not done. Class, yes or no? This one. Class, is this one done?
Yeah.
Is this one done? This one is done. Because you can always write an x squared plus 0x plus 7. And x squared plus 0x minus 1. This one you'll realize that if you put it through the x method, it will be prime. Yes? And then if you do this one, you should get x plus 1, x minus 1. Remember, I'm trying not to make you guys memorize that this is the difference of squares, but the idea is that you can just factor that with the 0x. Class, are these all done? Yeah. Okay. This next method, method number 2, method B, is a little bit more higher level math. Okay? You're going to do a substitution. what I'm going to substitute is, instead of having x to the fourth plus 6x squared minus 7, I need to put in something here to make this quadratic-like. Partner B, tell partner A, what do you think you would put in the parentheses there? A lot of you guys are saying it. We're going to put in x squared. X squared times x squared, same base. You add the exponents, you get x to the fourth. You pick your favorite letter. I'm going to pick U. And what you're doing is you're taking a substitution out. So you make the problem look a little bit easier. Now I have u squared plus 6u minus 7. Well, now it looks like a, what? Quadratic-like. And then we can just use x, method of factoring. Class A times C, negative 7. Class your B value. Our two numbers. Oh, we already did those numbers, didn't we? So then I put it back into my binomial. Class, what numbers do I put there? 7 and negative 1. Does it look like we're done with the problem? What's our u value? Now you put it back in. One of my favorite cooking dishes is when you fry something, right, it's crispy, and then you put it back into the frying pan with some kind of like a sweet sour sauce, right? So you got a crunchy, but you also have a wet sauce to it. And then we already did the problem where you'll just factor that again and get x plus 1, x minus 1. So two ways of factoring the problem. You can use the x box, or you can do this quadratic-like where you do a substitution and then you put it back in.